This is Abnormal Entertainment.
Welcome, everybody, to the Cinema Head Cheese Podshort for the end of the fucking world. This is Kevin Moyers, and this is a Netflix show that I guess is based on a graphic novel. You'd think I'd research this shit, but I just heard it was, and that's good enough for me. I heard about it, I saw the trailer, and I was like, well, that's pretty interesting. And it was up before I knew it. So, here's the whole story. This is a kid named James. He's pretty much crazy. And this is all set in England. In fact, there's a funny line in there about if this was a movie, we'd be Americans, which is true. But you'll have to see the context for that. So James is 17. He's crazy. When he was a kid, I mean, he is a kid, but a younger kid, he saw his mom commit suicide. She had heavy depression. And his dad's kind of a putz, well-meaning, but he's an idiot. And so, you see James, like the beginning of the show is like, what the fuck? James is doing all the things that serial killers do when they're kids. All these habits, killing animals, things like that, that lead to serial killer behavior. And he says flat out, his next step, he wants to kill a person. He meets this girl, Alyssa, in high school, also 17, and an outcast. Really shitty attitude, but that kind of bad attitude where she thinks she's funny, but only she thinks she's funny. So, somehow takes up with James, decides that that's what she's gonna do. She has a bad home life. Her mom is kind of detached. Her stepdad is a real asshole. Even, at one point does the creepy, "Ooh, you're looking good" kind of comment. And then they have a baby. So, Alyssa's in the background in that family. And it's all due to the shitty stepdad. And mom's just her total apathy toward the whole situation. She does have a dad that she hasn't seen in a while. And he figures into the plot as well. So, what happens is, and I won't give too many spoilers here. I'll give you the gist. James decides, I'm going to kill this girl. I'm going to make her fall in love with me or think that I've fallen in love with her, whatever, and then I'm going to kill her. And he has it planned out. He has a knife under the couch cushion, the whole deal. And he has this hunting knife his dad gave him when he was a kid. All this stuff. He's ready to go. And they go on a date. Like, it's one of those situations where the girl sort of takes over and the boy just goes along with it. And he's like, all right, this is working toward my goal. Fuck it. She's like, take me on a date, kind of, bossy. At one point says, have you eaten a pussy before? And he's like, oh yeah, all the time. And she's like, I want you to eat my pussy tomorrow. Like, it's aggressive in its own way. And the two of them are virgins. Like, they're just posing to be tough and all this stuff throughout it. Well, she convinces him to kind of get in trouble. He hates his dad. He wants to punch him in the face. She's like, punch him in the face and let's take his car. Let's get the fuck out of here. And convinces him to do that. And it happens. And they end up in a lot of trouble. And you see in the trailer, they crash the car. So I'm not spoiling anything there. And they end up having to hitchhike, all these things. and get in one bad situation after another and get to the point where they are wanted for a major crime. And this is because of their sloppiness, really. And as you watch it, it plays out pretty realistically, honestly, for what it is. They stumble upon some shit that wasn't supposed to be discovered. And there are these two cops that come after them. It's two women. There's a whole thing where they're both gay and something might have kind of happened the other night, sort of thing. And the one wants to talk about it and the other one's just like, no, she's just more of a player, wants to hook up and fuck around and stuff. And the other one's a little more naive, but wants to talk it out. Should we talk about what happened? And she's like, no, who cares? You know what I mean? And I don't know the purpose in that as far as the relationship goes. It does paint the two of them being tense. You know, it's probably in the comic. I don't know. But it probably elaborated on more. And maybe in season 2, should they have a season 2, they'll get into that a little bit more. I'm not sure. You can't really tell throughout it what major importance that's going to play, if at all. Maybe it's just a thing, I don't know, to create tension between the two of them. It's useful in that way. But the whole thing, as they're leaving, the two kids are trying to get to Alyssa's dad. They're trying to find where he is and stay with him. She's like, he'll love you and all this stuff to James. And, of course, when they get there, there is major disappointment and there's trouble there and things like that. This show is only 8 episodes long. Every episode's about 20 minutes. It's a really quick watch and it doesn't slow down. I mean, everything is worthwhile. There's no fat or filler in this. You know, even some of the stuff that didn't need to be there serves a purpose. And it all connects to how the cops are finding them and things like that. And, you know, by the end of the series, it's really hairy and really troublesome for the kids. So, it's a major cliffhanger, and I expect season 2. At this point, I mean, Netflix is pretty good about, hey, this is great. We're going to greenlight the next season right away if we're getting a nice response to it. And I really want to see more of this show. And look, Netflix has been canceling shows that people aren't watching, which, you know, they should. And there are series on there that I haven't even touched that I know are already in the second series, you know, second seasons. Frontier, couldn't get into that. It's only 6 episodes per season, but, you know, that's there. Travelers, The Indian Detective with Russell Peters, you know, as a Canadian cop who goes to India and gets involved in some shit. Like, you know, I just don't, I can't get into all of it. But that's the thing. This stuff gets buried and people don't watch it. And then, you know, it gets lost and then it gets canceled. And there is stuff that has been. So Netflix isn't throwing money away anymore if something's not working. So I would like people to watch this. I definitely need to see the conclusion of this story. I would assume where it ends and the nature of the story in itself. It's not something that can go on forever. 2 seasons probably is going to be where we end with this. If it goes to 3, it'll be a stretch. But a second season is definitely needed. It's really enjoyable. Like I said, a fast watch. You have 2.5 hours, you got the whole thing done. just, it's watching a movie. That's all it is. It's watching a movie that's built into chunks. So I recommend it. Sit through it in one shot. Get, all the pieces. I'm going to rewatch it because I want to go through all the details over again. It's really fun. And, the kids do a great job in the movie. I mean, they're very convincing. They're very good. I hope to see them in more things. I mean, everybody's really good in their roles. I didn't see anybody who I could have done without. Everybody is really good as they are. So I feel like I've seen the dad somewhere. Alyssa's dad. Not entirely sure. But, Barry Ward is his name. I'll take a look right now, honestly. But, let's see. Not a goddamn thing. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe I've seen him somewhere, but, I'm not, looking at, he's done a ton too. I'm not seeing, anything that I've ever seen, but he just has one of those faces, so, but check that out. Highly recommended on Netflix right now. I also want to say, head over to money17media.com. If you like the bizarre, we have some books there you might like. Say, Twisted Magic, a comic about a girl who discovers things about herself, just as James and Alyssa do, and kind of ends up in a world she can't control. So, a lot of magic, of course, a lot of supernatural things, and it's a lot of fun. Check that out. Anything you buy over there, use the code CHC. You will get 15% off of your order, which is nice. And, honestly, not hiding the fact, all that stuff is on Amazon as well. If you have a Prime account and you'd prefer to go that way, add one of our books to your order, please do. I will happily accept that. So I just want our work to get out there. There's so much good stuff, and I'm proud of it. I think we're doing some solid work there, so I wouldn't put garbage up there. I'm past that point in my life of just going, yeah, whatever, it's the thing I did, fucking put it up. I'm done with that. So, those days existed. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, bunny17media.com. Use the code CHC at checkout, 15% off, or find our work on Amazon. And you can look up Bunny17 Media, look up my name, Kevin Moyers, and you'll find all of my work there. So do that. And I'm published through other publishers. I'm never going to see a penny from those people. Please just go with the Bunny17 Media titles. If you're, look, I'm proud of the stuff that's out there, but I don't see shit from that. Even, one property that's become a movie, I'm looking at $0.00. You do, however, with that one, that's Rotten Tail. If you purchase that, David Hayes, you're supporting him, and he is, of course, part of this. So Rotten Tail, I'm gonna make an exception. Anything with Dave's name on it, feel free. But if it's from another source and it's just me, go to the Bunny17 stuff. So, and a couple of those things have been redone by us at Bunny17. So, go that route, please. I'm asking nicely. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Trying to do 2 or 3 a week here. If I have extras, there's a lot of stuff coming out, so I want to stay timely and get these things out as soon as I see them. There are a few movies in theaters I want to check out, which I do with my Movie Pass, which is great. And again, the glut of Netflix shows. I'm going to do a review for the new David Letterman show as well, and it's so much. There's stuff on Hulu, and I can't keep up. So I'm going to do my best to get these things out on a timely basis. So you have it when it's still fresh. And look, I know you can't keep up either, so who the fuck am I kidding? You see it when you see it. Anyway, yeah. So, check out The End of the Fucking World. Go to bunny17media.com. Use CHC, abnormalentertainment.com for the podcasts. cinemaheadcheese.com for all the reviews. And we will see you next time. Subscribe and download back episodes of Cinema Head Cheese the podcast, and read all of our movie reviews and news at cinemaheadcheese.com. Email us at cinemaheadcheese@yahoo.com. Search Cinema Head Cheese on Facebook and tweet us at CINHeadCheese. And for more podcasts, books, comics, blogs, and videos, head to abnormalentertainment.com.
You've been listening to the Abnormal Entertainment Network.